I mean, just fucking...
No, I was kidding about that.
Commune with nature literally fucking helps us in every fucking thing.
Yeah, it would have helped you almost immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you didn't do it.
He's one of the bad druids. I fucking... Yeah, we're good. Yep.
I need help, guys.
I understand. We're not great.
Hey, dude, if you use your right analog stick, you can smash.
I don't do that, so I didn't consider that.
Because, Papa, I can ask 3 questions off rip, you know?
Man,
I know 3 miles.
What did you do?
Oh.
I know 3
You
miles
don't have to
around
drop
me.
the thing.
I don't know. Just do the things that
It's part of his
make
ritual.
You're dropping it, pressing the button, then availing it.
Listen, it's part of his ritual.
It's part of the ritual.
I do the same thing. Like, you have little ticks you have to fulfill, otherwise the world's on fire.
Okay. Sorry about that. We lost some footage due to a technical error.
Yes.
But, after a lot of perumphering and pandering and research, you believe that your magic is being counteracted. Oh, your buddy's shaking your head at.
The answer.
What?
This is the fucking answer.
Yeah, it's been the answer for a while. So, you cast Whirlwind.
Yeah.
What was everybody's dexterity saving throws?
28.
I never rolled mine.
Why?
Just have.
I literally looked at you and I'm like, hey man, when I say roll, fucking roll!
13.
But they're behind me. I still got a dex save.
Which is why I gave them advantage.
Oh. Roger that.
You said 13.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out. Makes sense.
Do you have to roll one?
Do I?
You got the spell in front of you, homie. I do not.
Sorry, I got it.
I know a lot. I don't know the perfect spell description for everything. So sometimes you gotta have that information.
I don't think I do.
A creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters its space. Your creature, the whirlwind, has entered your space, has it not?
I would argue that it entered the space in front of me. Because I'm casting it and it's going away from me.
Then why did you have these poor fools get behind you?
Dex.
I thought you were casting it on yourself.
On myself? I'm casting it to disperse the fog, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I thought you were casting it upon yourself. You told them to huddle behind you.
That's what I thought was
We're
happening.
all following your lead, homie.
Okay. If that's what
No,
if
cast
that's
Whirl
what-
went on us.
if that's what we thought was happening, then...
No, but it's not. Correct it. Don't be like, well, I guess that's what we're doing then. Like,
No, but if that's what the
No.
collective group has agreed upon in a way...
no. It's what you want. You just have to make sure we're on the same page. Because you could do whatever you want with Whirlwind. If you're the only one reading the spell description and you're telling us what's happening, we're going off of that. So just make sure you read the whole thing. Let us know everything that's going on. Like, we're fine. You cast it in front of you. We can retcon that. That's fine. You just...
Well, now thinking about it, I'm sorry, but it's just like, we don't know which direction this dude is in, right?
So you want to try that?
That's why, like, I was like, it makes sense. You're dispersing
Yeah.
the fog around you, cast it on yourself. Like, I mean, everybody did a pretty good save, except for this guy, but you all huddled together.
Yeah, okay.
He just gets blown away.
Korvac is never seen or heard from in this campaign again. Your deck save should be pretty good, I hope.
He also gets blown away.
Dex save 15.
Oh, I think you get moved a little bit by your own spell. Team Rocket's blasting off again. A whirlwind howls down to a point that you can see on the ground within range. The whirlwind is a 10-foot radius, 30-feet high cylinder sitting on that point. Until the spell ends, you can use your action and move the whirlwind up to 30 feet in any direction along with the ground. The whirlwind sucks up any medium or smaller objects that aren't secured to anything. A creature must make the dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn, or blah, 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 blah. Including when the whirlwind first appears. A creature takes 10d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. In addition, a larger or smaller creature that fails to save must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be restrained in the whirlwind until the spell ends. Okay. You passed. You two did not, because what is your spell save DC?
It is,
30. No, I was just kidding.
1,000.
19.
Okay, so you did a 15 and you rolled a
13.
13. So you both failed. So roll out 10d6 bludgeoning and deal it to yourself.
This is what you wanted.
And you also take this.
Yeah.
And you take half as much as this. And now I need a strength saving throw from both of you.
Yeah.
From me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about to go flying.
Stop.
This is pretty hilarious, guys. I like you.
You,
12,
after 2.5 years of
12,
D&D,
16,
you just now like us?
No, Jesus Christ, that's a high roll.
18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 27,
32,
32,
38,
38,
44.
44.
So you both take 44. You take 22. I need a Constitution saving throw from you to hold concentration on the spell you just cast that did this to you.
11. Hang on, we got a lot of numbers coming around. Real quick.
So that's 22. Half of 44 is 22. You mash that, but because I'm saying it's you, I'm going to say you get to keep concentration on it. However, I need you both to make a strength saving throw.
So I take 44 plus 22?
Nobody.
Just the 44.
You take the 44 because that's the damage. That damage is the damage. Anytime I say you take that much damage, what are you rolling again for?
Strength.
Instead of strength.
Okay. Put the damage in first.
God, Mac,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Sturdy motherfucker.
I'm a fucking multitasker.
Okay,
Papa.
you're on top of it. Good.
Papa.
16.
Plus
Good.
strength saving?
Yes, sir.
So that's 18.
Same.
Oh, good. You both fail.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys tell me to do this?
Because it's a good idea. It'll be hilarious.
You got an 18 on your strength saving, dude? Why do you not re-roll that? You have inspiration.
And indomitable. But
But I said it.
you start slowly rising up this whirlwind. Mac, make a perception check. With disadvantage. I'd say all of you can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, wow.
You don't wanna? I love that you picked up his die to roll this. He rolled it, and then you...
Nah.
12.
I got 10.
Sorry, what did we ask for again?
Perception.
Perception, thank you.
Plus.
So that's 20. Dirty 20.
What the fuck?
People build different, dude.
12.
And 10.
Quit waiting for last when you know it first.
I said it first, but nobody registered it. That's why I said it again.
Dirty 20. Now. The fog's still out there. And there's wind surrounding. There's like a wall of wind is being built around your whirlwind, almost encapsulating it. The whirlwind's still taking effect and doing its stuff, but
Is the grass moving?
yeah, it's moving with the massive amounts of wind being bustled around it.
Alright, guys. Sorry. Alright, guys.
A little more gusto. We're currently rising. Like, all right, guys. Like,
Hi up there! Weren't you guys supposed to do something else too? Like,
Yeah.
While I'm doing this?
yeah, if,
Yeah.
if I would like to attempt to dispel said opposite wind. Since that was the
Negative wind. What level are you doing it at?
I can only do it at whatever 150 health costs. Because that's what it cost last time. Or
I'm trying to look at him like it doesn't look like you take any more damage once you've been caught by it.
oh,
Unless I move it, right? Like,
No, even with a creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind, or that the whirlwind enters its space. But now that you've done that and you're both part of the same space, that's never going to happen again. The creature takes 10d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half as much. In addition, a larger, smaller creature that fails to save must succeed on a strength saving throw, becoming restrained in the whirlwind until the spell ends. When a creature starts its spell turn restrained by the whirlwind, the creature is pulled 5 feet higher inside it, unless the creature is at the top. A restrained creature moves with the whirlwind and falls when the spell ends, unless the creature has some means to stay aloft. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're up in the air.
Yeah.
And I'm calling
Dispelling, yeah.
out, I'm calling out to my blood chrysalis as we're in the air to attempt to counterspell the countering winds. This is kind of cool. Maybe it's impressive.
Do you know where the spell is coming from? Do you know who is casting it? Do you know how they're casting it? Do you know anything about that?
All I know is that there's wind.
You can dispel the wind.
Mhm.
You can't counterspell it because it's already happening.
Correct. Which is why I'm attempting a dispel.
What you said earlier was counterspell.
I didn't mean to if I did. Right. So last time this cost me 150 health on the Praetorian, so that's what I'm going to give up for this as well.
No, you'll give up what I tell you to give up. It's a percentage thing.
I'm just gonna drink you like a fucking grape.
It's working.
Yo, dude, that's the most metal thing I've ever seen. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna reveal myself to you.
What's your total HP?
284.
That's why. You take. If you're willing to do this, you're going to give up 142.
Got it.
Okay.
I have faith.
I'm sorry, but I don't have faith.
Yeah.
You dispel the whirlwind around the whirlwind. The wall of wind around the whirlwind.
Yes.
And the spell. The fog almost briefly starts to recede. And then almost immediately, a wall of wind starts forming around you again, and the fog goes right back to where it was supposed to be.
Hey, this guy's pretty good. I think you should put us down and we need to rethink our strategy.
What?
I break concentration.
Okay, though it's been about... Who rolled the lowest on their dex saving throw?
I did.
Okay, so let's say you went first. Let's say about 3 turns worth of shit happened. So you're the only one that's going to take fall damage. And you take 3 falling damage.
I'm doing okay.
Use feather fall on him.
Oh, my precious baby.
You fall on Mac.
Just go ahead and burn 142 health on this, but 3 on a small drop. Unacceptable.
So, commune with nature.
Fucking druids.
How did they work?
I just have to... cast it.
Alright.
Yeah! I've become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In outdoors, it gives me knowledge of the land within 3 miles of me. I instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Terrain, bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people.
Powerful save, celestial,
Yeah,
fae,
that's
fiend.
what I'm saying. As soon as I read that, I was like, fuck this, dude.
Yeah.
Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
It's been right there the whole time.
So, that's how you do it.
Alright then,
Oh, okay.
how long is that gonna take?
It's either
It
1 minute
takes 1 minute to cast.
or it's a ritual cast as well. But it doesn't have. How long does it take to
A
fucking
ritual cast is always an additional 10 minutes. But it does stop you from burning the spell slot.
Got 11 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, we've already burnt a 9th level spell, more than half of his total health.
I just wanna. Is it greedy to save it?
Your 8th level spell? No, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just you burned a lot of stuff so far to just...
No, if you want to do a ritual, I'm all for it because Korvac can regen health.
Alright, so let me, please.
Hold on, give me 1 second. There are 10 turns in a minute.
Mhm.
It's 11 minutes, so that's 110 turns. On your 5 regen, you're back to full health, aren't you?
Yeah, because that's 550 health.
Yeah.
I was going to calculate the regen rate,
Nope.
but we don't need that.
I'm just looking at Korvac just heal. That's fucking weird.
I thought shape change was pretty weird.
I'm so broken.
Alright, yeah.
So, you kneel, you start meditating. Your eyes kind of phase out. You touch in with nature. You feel the warmth and the power of the trees inside of you. What do you ask? What are the 3 facts you're looking to gain?
Where is the exact location of the Fey Elemental?
Eternal.
Fey Eternal. Thank you.
35 feet in front of you.
35 feet.
I imagine you're saying this out loud, yeah?
No.
Damn.
This is telepathic, right? Like,
It's instantaneous meditation, kind of like, kind of, you know.
okay, how do I get rid of this fog?
Is that something you can ask?
Is that something I can ask? Because it has to do with the environment.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't get rid of the fog. Okay.
Last question.
Have you just had an aneurysm?
That was it. I killed him, guys.
No, this last question is going to be important, I feel like, because it's like...
The last one, and then he just cast it again in 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Because, like, he might be 35 feet in front of us, right?
Yeah.
But
He can
we're
move.
we're going to run those 35 feet at him, and he's going to be somewhere else.
Boogie dimension door to him.
Let's see.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just that you're right on top of him.
And then we catch him in the Pokeball.
You still have one question.
I know. Can I ask for your guys' opinion on this third question?
You could have asked them before.
Damn it. Real fast, you guys.
You've been ritualistically meditating for 11 minutes, and this is the result that you get, is instant knowledge transfer with the nature around you.
Yeah.
This is why it's always beneficial to ask before. That's like speak with dead. What do we want to know from these dead guys?
God, I love it when Cruncher's just like, come on.
This is it. Once this is done, we're done.
Yeah.
Make them a good one.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
If you don't know, maybe just try to take the easy question. The obvious one of like, you don't think you'll get an answer, but you could try. If you really can't think of anything.
Commune with nature always breaks people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It broke Preston.
Broke Kron a bunch, too.
Yeah.
He always had that third one he just didn't know what to do with. You can ask anything about a pal for Faye. Anything. Cock size, favorite brand of tea. You've asked its location.
Yeah.
What would be impressive to him?
But that's not,
Bingo!
Yeah, do it.
Ask it.
Literally, if you
What's-
have no other
Oh,
options.
but that's too easy!
No, it's not even that. It's just that it doesn't have to do with the nature. That's like the way I was thinking about it.
You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to that area. Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elemental, undead. Sure, it's about how it relates to them, but you can gain some insight into it. It might not necessarily be what's impressive to it, but you can find out something.
Right. That's better than
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Alright, what would be... What's interesting to this fae?
Something that can find it.
Alright. See, my third question was gonna be like, I was really trying to figure out a way to word it because I don't want you to fucking pull some genie bullshit on me.
Which I like doing. What was your question going to be?
Like, where's his home? Like, where's his house?
Oh.
Because then we were gonna go to his house.
And light it on
and we
fire.
were gonna fucking wait for him to come back.
Home is where
The hearth is.
Yeah, so I figured it was gonna be something like that. Like, oh, all of this is his home.
Yeah, that would have been the answer.
It's like, fuck that.
That would have been the answer. 100% would have been the answer. Because it's 100% the truth.
Yeah.
What is
You
his,
think he has a house?
What's his address?
You think he has an address? You think he has an estate?
No.
He speaks for the trees. Sorry, Lorax.
Alright. So,
Okay, so
Go ahead and share that information with the group.
apparently he's 35 feet in front of us.
I look. It's fog, I'm sure.
We're not supposed to get rid of this fog.
I think it seems pretty evident.
Something that can catch him is what's gonna impress him.
Like a-
Flying.
I said find him, but...
No, not catch him.
Gotta get your
Oh,
mouse!
throw the ball in that direction.
35 feet. Can you do it?
I'll give you inspiration.
I got it!
I tried to have. Corvac, there is nothing you. There, I think you can throw it 35 feet. You got the arm strength. I've seen you do it.
Mac, this is a godlike item.
You already have fucked up so much shit in this fog. You're gonna throw a god item into a fog. You've proven that you haven't been able to, like... Have you verified that you guys have moved once since you've entered this fog?
No, that's why I keep asking about the grass.
And you want to throw a god item 35 feet that way. Please do it. Let me fucking scratch that shit out your inventory.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
That I have.
You have your inspiration, though, don't you? Cool. He believes that you could do it, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is pretty neat.
I
But-
get dimension doors 35 feet.
Dementia door.
Dementia.
Oh, this used to be the entrance to my house. No, it didn't. It never was.
We need the ring of grammarian.
You gotta change a lot of letters to make that work.
I got 10.
I don't think it works that way.
Alright. 35 feet that way. We need to find it. Flying is no-go, so let's be
Instant
very...
teleportation, and I dimension door me and Corvac 35 feet in a direction.
So you are actively splitting the party.
We'll never see Stoth again.
I can only bring one person.
That's
with me.
not what I said. I said you're actively splitting the party. I know your justifications. You can have as many excuses as you want. I'm still telling you what's happening.
And that means that I have to
So,
sprint 30 feet in front of me, right?
Oh, if you want.
That means I'm like, because I have to stay up with you guys in some way.
Sure.
You've teleported 35 feet in front of Soth exactly as predicted. However, as it's been several seconds since that information had become apparent, and even more time before that since that information was given to Soth, surprise, surprise, the being is moved. And you're standing in front of nothing. However, you are separate, and then you dart 35 feet ahead of you. You cannot find them.
It's fantastic, guys.
You could have been an unwilling creature.
Yeah, you were willing.
I'm desperate, guys. Okay. find it. We just lost Doth. Potentially. We don't actually know that. Well, he's not here.
Commune with nature.
I'm gonna walk 35 feet back to where I was.
Stop.
Stop moving! No, you don't understand. In context, our characters don't even know we lost you. So, just to make that apparent to our characters.
I mean, I feel like my character knows that.
Well, your character sure as hell
You can
knows
try
that.
yelling.
Thank you! Thank you! You're 35 feet away from each other. Hello?
Stop the trouble!
Do we hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Stuff? Where are you?
Marco!
Polo.
Polo?
Ooh, Star
Why did we know to do that?
It's a game the trees taught me.
Okay. You start walking towards each other and do not collide with each other at all after a couple seconds. And then you kind of look around and are, hey, wait, what?
Okay.
Josh, Korvac, make a perception check.
Yay. I'll throw that in there. I'm gonna lose it. So, 22.
Beneath you, at your feet, is a scuff mark, as if someone has kicked the ground.
So I grab Mac, stop our walking. Mac, this is where I kicked the grass. I believe. We've been here. And Stoth isn't here.
Stuff, where are you?
You can hear him.
I'm over here.
What direction is he from us?
Northward.
Can I want to, I want to really examine this fog.
Okay. You want to investigate the fog?
Yeah, I want to investigate the fog.
Okay, make an investigation on the fog. It's thick. It's heavy.
Is it real?
It's real,
So it's not.
but it's not natural.
It's not a hallucinatory terrain.
It's not hallucinatory.
Okay.
It's almost as if it's, your magical area around you has had it everywhere. It's almost as if it's part of it, as if it's emanating from a source somewhere inside of it. But it's
Yeah.
not like you can see that it's emanating from it now. You can't be like, oh, it's over there from it.
Yeah.
But it's just constantly being refilled. It's thick, it's heavy. It's magical, yes. But it's not being created by a spell.
So I yell out to the fog. Stoth! We're in the location where I kicked the grass. If you can try to retrace your steps, clearly following each other's voices isn't enough.
Okay. So you're going to remain stationary this time.
Yes, please.
And you're going to go to him.
I'm gonna try to go to him. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check as you Marco Polo this shit out.
Oops. It's a 14.
One of you make a perception check.
You said nature or survival? You said survival.
Survival.
That's a 25.
Do you want to make it? Because you probably have a much better perception than me.
I just like that you both love to just grab the die immediately when I say one of you.
That one.
Me, right? So he's walking forward as you're having a conversation, trying to guide each other to it. And you actively hear him walk around you.
Just kind of thing. No, you just passed us.
To you, you were walking straight towards him.
So like currently I'm like right in front of him.
Well,
Nope.
But like
it feels like you walked around
I'm
us.
here.
It feels like you walked straight towards him,
yeah.
but now he's coming from another direction. And to him, you've walked completely around him.
I slowly back up.
To go to where you originally were when you started.
Not even back to that point. I'm barely past him at this point, yeah?
Well,
You don't know.
I just want to back up to the point where, whatever rift is keeping us, I can,
Oh, I'm sorry. You want it to be easy. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that, guys. My bad.
Come on.
I'll just make it easy for you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I understand.
Thank you.
Okay. That's interesting. That is very interesting. We're still in a fucking grassy patch, though, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Mac, make a nature check.
So I'm also going to...
Never mind.
29.
You got a good view of this forest from both above and from the side. Sure, you didn't see how far the mist went, but you've seen the map. You've done a lot of walking in a lot of different directions at a lot of different speeds. How big is this grass patch?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big, man. I think it's a fucking fun house.
Fuck it.
I
Tie a rope to each other, Mac.
take my immovable... That's actually what I was thinking. I take my immovable rod and I stick it in the ground. And I take out some of my hempen rope and I tie it to it. And I hold it. This is going to be the only way.
Tie it to you. Make it sure. Don't drop it.
I tie it to me by the waist.
Give me a sleight of hand check for tying your rope.
Just get terrible. Nat 1.
21.
Okay, and how many feet of hempen rope do you have left?
I have 30 feet.
5 feet goes into the knot, 5 feet goes into you.
Do you have any rope?
No. You have 25 feet total if you tie everything off at the end.
Okay. Do you have any hempen rope?
Okay, guys, I'm going to need... When you get an answer you don't like, I really hate that you look to someone else, then ask them, and then say, oh, we add that to it. You just said you tied yourself to it and the immovable rod. You want to add another fucking rope to it, you got to say that beforehand. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, we didn't like that. We're going to retcon that. There's nothing wrong with giving your entire plan fucking immediately so we can actually make this happen for you.
So, Stoth, if you can hear
We're
us...
just abandoning that whole other rope thing then, or
No, we're still tied up. But before we...
he's tied to the
he's
immovable
up.
rod.
Yes, he's tied to the immovable rod. But one person moves at a time. I need to communicate to Stoth, stay put, and so we can follow his voice instead and see what happens.
Okay.
Just let me finish my thoughts. I'm not dropping anything.
And then what was the entire conversation about the second hempen road?
I think
A dropped conversation.
Yes, because you told us since it wasn't part of the initial plan, why don't we just see what actually fucking happens with this first?
When I say make a correction, what I'm doing is not trying to be like, oh, mad, fix it. No, none of this. I'm trying to make a correction for later so that when you make another dingus move like this, you don't and you make a better one. I'm not trying to be like, no, bad baby. What I'm trying to do is, hey guys, you'll make better fucking moves later if you just lay your shit out on the fucking table to begin with. Rather than just each one of you actively trying to do your own fucking thing separately, which is what's trying to happen now. He's got a strategy with ropes going on, you got a Marco Polo thing going on, and he's got a commune with nature fucking thing going on. And each one of you are actively trying to do it alone on your own terms when you fucking speak. put that shit out on the fucking table collectively, and maybe we can go somewhere. I know you felt like you didn't just drop something, but we did. We dropped his fucking thing. And then the next time he speaks, he's gonna fucking play off of that. Like, come together now under me. Well, maybe not under me. And maybe not have toe jam foot pearls. But there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
What are we actually doing?
I think try with the rope.
You guys tying
How much?
yourselves together?
Everything. Give me the whole fucking
How
spiel,
mu-
Thomas.
How much rope do you have?
Don't be a coy little bitch. Explain what you're trying to accomplish.
Like, I figure 35 feet of rope is what we're gonna need.
Thomas, for what?
So that I can walk out in that direction and see if I can get to stop.
Thank you. You're trying to tie 2 ropes together and the immovable rod to increase your distance?
Yes.
Thank you. Did you ever say that once to anybody?
No.
Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. You have a plan. It's inherent to you. He has a plan. It's inherent to him. If you just say words expecting them to get it, you're gonna have a fucking problem. Communicate. Tell him, I want your rope so I can double my length. Not, hey, it's gonna be 2 people tied to his rope. Maybe he's thinking that. I was thinking that you were gonna maybe tie like a chain? We don't know until it's made clear. Don't just be like, how much rope do you have? I have a secret plan I'm working on. Be like, hey, if we have 2 ropes, we can increase our distance this way. Also, you guys only have 30 feet of rope?
I've cut mine, so but
I know a lot of people have cut theirs, and
Yeah.
I know that's become an issue.
Yeah.
But you start with 50.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Wish to just make a shit ton of rope.
I've made the argument forever that you can use mending to put 2 pieces of rope together, because technically, in my mind, why the fuck not? It's all universally made.
If it's the same plant, maybe.
Rope is...
Yes, agreed. But in a universal place where you guys have 50 foot of hempen rope, 50 foot of hempen rope, 50 foot of hempen rope, it's pretty safe to say that it's made of hemp.
Yes.
So there we go.
It's a
When what do
different
you
conversation.
think? When what do you
No,
think?
no, not a different conversation. It straight up says it's made of hempen rope.
Like, right. I'm just saying that. Okay.
Do you,
I want to rediscuss this after.
I need to, do you want to daisy chain? Like, I'll tie the other part to you, and you can tie the rope around you and tie it to the immovable rod?
Or are you trying to make him double the length?
Or we could double the length.
Let's double the length, play it safe so we stay in eyesight of each other, and then once we reach that point, make our way back to the immovable rod, see if it even lets us do that. Does that
Okay.
sound right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, I have an additional 80 feet.
Okay.
There. So you're undoing the initial 30,
Mm-hmm.
which I said would give you 25 feet of length. You're adding 50,
80.
80 feet to it. So now that's 105 feet of length that you will have. And now you're attempting to then now from that point walk towards the Stoth.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Hey, you guys.
I don't think there's butts that need to be doing.
I just want to let him know that we want Stop to stay still.
Hey, stop!
Okay. Walk towards Stoth doesn't involve Stoth moving. If there's steps that haven't been said, we can assume they're not happening.
Stop! Stay still and call out!
Stop. Stop.
I'm gonna walk. I've got rope tied to me. I'm gonna walk towards you.
You start walking towards Stoth. And you hear it. You're walking towards him. You're absolutely walking towards him. But as you're walking towards him, he's slowly peeling off to your left. You're walking towards him with Stoth, 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 Stoth. Even though you're walking straight towards him. To your mindset, the rope is slowly dragging behind you.
And I come to a stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop! Call out!
Stop.
So he's passed us. Or we
Now
passed
he
him.
seems to be... You look back towards your rope and he seems to be... Like, let's say you're here, your anchor's here. He seems to be off here as if you've walked past him somewhere.
Okay. You mind if I pull the rope taut
Yes.
And then we try to like effectively clothesline him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we could try that. I mean, something. I'm gonna pull the
I
rope
don't
taut.
even see the rope though.
Nope.
Right?
No.
Okay.
So I pull the rope taut, and we walk counterclockwise to the anchor.
Okay, so you're here,
Mm-hmm.
and you're attempting to go around this way.
Correct. Or
Okay.
which way I believe Stoth may get tripped up by, I suppose, but yes.
Okay, and you still want Stoth to remain...
Still.
Got it. And how far do you travel doing this?
Well, what I presume to be a full rotation. We potentially gone, like, what? 30 feet, maybe?
Outwards?
Yeah.
You start moving? 5 feet? Nothing.
Didn't hit a single snag.
Another 5 foot? Nothing. Another 5 foot? Nothing. You stop me when you're ready.
Okay.
We're ready once he hits me.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Alright, guys.
Nothing.
Just a few more.
Nothing. Nothing.
We're in some
Nothing.
sort of fucking fun house.
Fucking Thomas is sitting there thinking his immovable rod is never gonna get back to him ever again. I spent $3,000 on that, you guys!
So
We can all agree we're clearly in an illusion.
Not really.
Korvac, make a perception check.
I want to get above the fall.
18.
Below you, at your feet, someone has kicked the ground.
But the string is going out somewheres. Or rope rather. Mac. We're back where we started. Your movable rod is...
Roll an insight.
It's up here. 23.
Are you back where you started? Or have you not moved at all?
This is fucking space time. Fucking...
Have you ever stood on a treadmill?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the power cord?
Where's the power cord? Okay.
You can moving and not moving while things move around you very easily.
Yeah. Well, Mac, put your theory to the final test and walk the lengths of the rope back to where we were, if we even moved.
And I do that. I walk back towards Korvac.
Start moving towards the rope. The rope, for some reason, never goes slack and does not go taut.
Okay.
It is actively, however far away from you, it currently is.
This thing must be laughing at us pretty hard.
Yes, he is, because I am.
Do you think his whatever this is affects? Oh, it affects flying, so it probably affects underground too. Maybe. I'm running out of ideas, Mac.
It affects
You had an idea.
the grass patch. I want to get above the fucking fog.
How do you do that?
I was thinking stone wall stone.
I think flying is probably better.
But flying seems...
Has already been proven to be ineffectual.
Yeah.
True.
So it's just like... And I don't want to use my second wild shift on that when it's going to be futile, you know? Futile. But, so... But, like, my only thing is... If you create a span greater than 20 feet in length, you must have the size of each panel to create support. I just don't know how tall I can make it. It says range 120 feet,
What is it? What is spell using?
wall of stone.
Non-magical wall of stone springs into range. The wall is 6 inches thick and is composed of 10 10 foot by 10 foot panels. Each panel must be contiguous with at least one another panel. Alternatively, you can create 10 foot by 10 by
10 foot by 20 foot. And only 3 inches thick. So I can essentially go 100 feet in the air. 10 foot by 10 foot panels. Wait, no.
If they're 10 foot by 10 foot, how are they only 6 inches thick?
What? Yeah. That doesn't make sense at all.
I mean, because that's just your length and your width. It doesn't say anything about depth. Like, that's your third dimension. Is the...
So you're just creating out a honeycomb of multiple walls? 6 squares of 10 foot by 10 foot with 6 inch walls? Is that what's happening? So it's multiple walls of stone?
I'm envisioning it as it, like, once I started actually reading it, it's like slabs of fucking concrete in my head, you know?
Okay.
I gotta-
Give me the battle map. I think this is the only way. Just give me the battle map. This is a 10 foot by 10 foot slab, right?
Yeah.
So now we say it's 6 inches of wall depth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're making rooms. This is what the spell is described. 6 of these,
Yeah.
right? I mean, alternatively, you can create a 10 foot by. We're looking at this 3-dimensionally. We should be looking at it 10 foot by 10 foot, 6 inches deep.
Yeah.
Ah.
He was, yeah. Okay. So if you have 10 of these, you can go 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another one's on top. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then
So
like,
I can only go 20 feet up.
I mean, I'll argue 30 because you can force 2 together and like stand on that. So I can say you could get 30 feet high that way. Or hold on, you could do it in a triangle
Yeah.
and then stand on that. Well, that's still 30. So you have one. No. You
And then one more.
have 10 of them. So yeah, so that gets you up to 40. It's that. Oh dang, dude, it's 50. 50 is what you need. Dang. I'm just gonna. You erupt stone from underneath you.
Yeah.
And you make your way out. But you don't pierce the veil above you.
Even being technically 47 and a half
Now, can you still see the ground?
feet.
No, we cannot.
Hey, you're stuck there forever. Yeah.
Because we're in some sort of optical illusion, my dudes. We're in some sort of fucking fun house.
Well, druids
All
have the
mirrors.
capability of reshaping terrain to make us continually loop, like Belita would have, but didn't because we killed her. Maybe the idea is not to dispel the fog, but dispel that?
So was I just inspecting the wrong thing?
Maybe.
What do you mean you were inspecting the one thing?
Because I was inspecting the fog for this fucking, like, whatever, you know, like hallucinatory terrain.
Mm-hmm.
The fog isn't the hallucinatory part.
Mm-mm.
It's the ground itself. So you should inspect the ground for hallucinatory terrain.
Okay. An investigation check is, I think, what you need.
But yeah. So I fucking
You gotta get down there first.
Yeah.
So you stop concentrating.
Yeah.
The wall goes down. The grass regrows over the wall almost instantaneously. And go ahead and give me an investigation check. Thank you. Thank you. Take it, Thomas.
Damn.
That was dangerous.
I know, he almost said this.
16.
Some grass, my dude. It's dewy. It feels like grass underneath your feet, underneath your hands. Touching it.
Can you communicate this to us?
You can yell out.
It's grass!
What? Why?
Why is it grass?
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it seems pretty apparent.
Do you want me to, I guess I'll dispel the ground to see if that helps. And I cast an 8th level dispel magic at the ground.
Any specific effect?
Do you know the name of the spell? I don't.
It's not a name of a spell specifically, but I mean,
Yeah, just dispelling the ground is pretty big. So,
Oh, man.
so we dispel like an illusion?
Yeah.
You want to go for illusion?
I think it's illusion.
We can try that.
I love that he doesn't start low and work up. It's always 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th.
Yeah.
You burn your 8th level dispel. You don't really know what it is you're going for, but you try to do an illusion if you can focus on it. You burn your dispel, and you don't really see anything has changed.
I try to walk back to Korvac again.
Oh, you said
You're next to Korvac.
Oh.
Okay.
You've been next to Korvac the entire time.
I hug him.
Good. Stoth, the one is that you're separated from. It's your element. It's your immovable rod. This guy.
What if we... Stoff calls out, what if you lasso him?
No.
Because if I try to pull on the rope, it's fucking not coming back probably. So, I mean, we haven't technically tried that,
What?
pulling on the rope.
You already said that
You
it
approve-
doesn't.
On the immovable rod rope?
Yeah.
It doesn't go taut or fucking.
No, they
That was
they
pull.
walked closer to it, so
Yeah.
it went should have gone slack,
Yeah.
which it didn't.
Yeah.
That's different than pulling on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna pull on it.
Okay, make a strength check.
I break your rod.
I know I have the DC for the strength check you have to make to move an immovable rod, so good luck with this.
19.
Snug as a bug in a rug, my dude.
Okay.
Do you know how much the strength DC is to move an immovable rod?
Is it 20?
30.
30.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Do you have an idea?
yeah, man, I'm going solo. You guys are on your own now.
Fair.
You just leave?
So honestly, my thought process is I can move alright through terrain, rough, difficult, regular terrain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in my mind, this is some rather difficult terrain.
Yeah, I like where you're going with this. Keep going.
So I take one, because I don't have anything to like really mark my location. I take one copper piece, put that on the ground to
Mhm.
mark my location, right? I'm just gonna run.
How far do you run?
I want to run. Let's start off rip 30 feet, straight ahead.
Okay, and then you stop
Yeah.
after about 30 feet?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check. I don't like that.
No, me neither. So that's my second lucky roll of the day. I don't like that. It's my third lucky roll of the day. Dude really does not want to have me have it. I think that's plus 11, so that's a 19.
What was your other rolls? You don't pick
Five.
whatever the last one is. You pick whatever the highest one is.
5 and 3.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I used
So-
to give you inspiration.
What's your total?
it was 19.
Hey, there's this shiny little coin at your feet.
Yeah, fuck me, man. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's great.
What if we need to move the ground around us?
What?
What do you mean?
You mean like earthquake?
I can erupt Earth.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if we can't move in place, what if the ground around us moved?
Okay, so you guys.
But
felt
you
that?
already tried that, technically.
What do you mean?
What do you want to do?
When did he do that?
When you brought the...
That was just to fucking get.
That was
view.
creating stone magically.
Yeah.
Because I was able to dimension door
Yeah.
at least to a different position.
That is correct.
I can erupt Earth. I can erupt Earth.
Right now?
I mean, yeah, whenever I want.
So you did a thing. Now they get to do a thing.
Yeah.
What are you getting at, Matt? Can you move the earth? Because I was at the point of just crawling on the earth like a damn slug.
Please just tell us what you want! I can teleport out of here with Cornpack, but Stoff is dead!
Trapped in the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
as of right now, you guys have a means to teleport out of here safely. Stoff is pretty much fucked for her life. Unless you guys solve this.
I'm gonna have to ritual cast the fucking
Commune with nature?
no, what is it? Plant growth and hope that a tree.
Actually appears.
Yeah, a tree grows so that I can just walk through it home.
That's a big hope.
That is a big hope.
So what is it that you guys got in the oven?
I'm just looking at the fucking description of animate objects to see if I can animate a huge chunk of ground beneath me and lift it up.
And then what?
See if we can move it that way. I can command it to move us towards Stoff.
I mean, that's not really an object.
Yeah.
It says free object. It's very much like, kind of like whirlwind. It's said to be unrestrained object. You can't just scoop the earth. It's more of like a Big B's hand thing.
Gives Korvac a shovel. I'll get digging.
If only you got Tiberius' spear instead of your own.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
So this sounds familiar. You suggested doing something with the earth, and you don't have a magical means.
Speak in your character voices.
I am.
I know you're doing your thing. So what is it you suggest? Talk it out.
Yeah.
Existing in your own brain is what we've established is the worst thing for this.
I'm thinking the...
In your fucking character voice.
I'm thinking the best thing we can do is, like, try to locate the Fae Eternal again, and then transport to him before he realizes we found him.
Well, I pull out my divination rods and see if they're even working.
Nope.
I don't think that's a possibility. Not with what I got, Mac.
Just because one thing has failed, it's impossible.
That's my ability to locate things.
I know, but when you say stuff like that, he's very persuadable.
Mm.
You've just told him we can't locate him at all.
But to do that simultaneously... Wait, what do I have?
What we
in mind?
can do is, if we can get back in touch with Stoff, if we were to give him... Like, it's
You have active communication with Stoff.
Yeah. When we get back to Stoff, if we give him one of your spell rings so I can put a dimension door into his ring, he can commune with nature, find out where he is, and then bamf to him without saying anything to us.
Can you do that simultaneously?
So now your mission is now no longer to find the Fae Eternal, but to make your way back to him.
Yes.
So you've added more steps.
I'm totally against that. Like, we're separated at this point. Obviously, there's no way to fucking get back to each other. I'm not moving, you're not moving.
The same magic that is separating the Fae from you is separating you from each other. You fucks each other by fucking dimension dooring,
Mm-hmm.
And now the same magic that he's fucking using to keeping you guys separate from him, he's using to keep you guys separate. It's all one mystery. It's not two separate mysteries. And you guys have gotten close to the answer about 3 times, and then one of you has convinced the other one you've been wrong. And it's happened probably to each one of you at least once.
Yeah.
You guys have come so close to solutions multiple times.
So,
You want to take a break and we'll come back to it?
Yeah, I suppose.
if you want.
Unless you have any... Well, I don't want to...
My last thought
Yeah.
is,
Brian's dead forever. Not you.
yeah.
In-game Brian, sorry.
I'll get
the
the
monkey
gun.
has fallen.
I'll get the gun.
Pass without trace. I'm able to move up to 30 feet, but like my only thought process is
What do you mean you can only move?
It sticks to you, man.
Passive trace is emanating from you. Read the full spell, not just until it hits something.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. That's the part that
Yep.
I was getting. Okay. So I have that, but like the only thing is, I can't be tracked except by magical means. So that's the
Yeah, there's no way the Fey Elemental, who's controlled the earth around you and the magical fires, has any magical means to spot
exactly.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
yeah,
find
perfect.
a way around that that part. But I don't know, man. That is my only way to get back to you if that is the way that we want to go.
It's not about being tracked. Well, I mean, sort of.
In a
about
way.
being tracked, yeah. The fog is coming from him.
Yeah,
Yes, we
Yeah.
can admit that.
Mhm.
Are you in the fog?
I am in the fog.
You're displacing the fog with your movement.
I'm not moving.
If you were to move, you displace the fog with your movement.
I would assume.
Then he knows where you're at
Yeah.
via magical means.
You could banish yourself and then move.
Just come back to where he is.
Oh, okay. Not like we haven't simply tried to walk somewhere yet in this kerfuffle. No. Just simply walk over there.
alright, I'm done.
Let's go take some respite, a refuel. You guys have been so close so many times, and I keep getting excited. And you're like, "No, we're gonna explore this."
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Proud of you boys.
Are you though?
You don't need to get back to ask.
We are live sound. Get ready to unleash the veil here in a second.
I'm gonna ask where he is again, and then I'm gonna ask how to get like the jump on it. You know.
3 great questions. I like it. Anytime you have a minimum amount of questions, always have +1 just in case. It's a fun little tidbit. You never know when somebody else will have answered a question by the time you get to your question. So sometimes you might have to have like a quick, fast, on the hurry.
And it took me a while to come up with 3.
Oh yeah, I know. But I'm not saying like you're wrong for not having it.
No,
But I
no.
am saying like if you're ever in a situation where you still have the time and you come up with another one, jot it down. Because
Yeah.
how many times have you guys done that with the curator? Like we had a list of questions with the curator. But by the time you got to them, you're like, oh, fuck, we had already answered 3 of these, so we only have 2, and there's a third one of us. So,
Yeah.
like, what do we do? So, we're back in a New York minute. Y'all are separated. You're attached
To the immovable rod.
to the immovable rod
Not me.
with 85 feet, 85 feet of hempen rope, right? Oh, 75, you had 50?
I had 80.
You had 80.
He had
So,
30.
no, he had 30.
Yeah.
So 125 feet of hempen rope,
Mhm.
which you have taunt with the immovable rod, and for some reason, no matter how you travel, you can't become untaunt of it. You moved away from a gold coin just to find it at your feet.
Yeah.
And you decide, you know what, fuck it. Time to communicate with nature one more time. You have 11 minutes. While that 11 minutes is happening, what are you guys doing? You're ritual casting, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't want to put words in your mouth. Also, let's, there we go.
Did you have any ideas? Because I'm a little bit fresh out.
I'm going to attempt to feel every goddamn blade of grass as I keep my head close to the ground to see if I can see beyond the fog and move that way until I notice that we haven't moved at all. See what we can infer from this.
Okay.
So I get down as close as I can to see and feel. And I imagine it's going to take a while to go even 30 feet, but attempt to go 30 feet or so.
So you start to do like a bear crawl. You like wedge your fingers into it and you start kind of like using yourself like as a plow to kind of feel your way through. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
That's a good roll.
What does your investigation go?
No, just 16. Plus 0.
You're making progress. The ground is kind of like, as you push backwards, you kind of feel yourself like pushing your way through. You feel the grass shifting underneath your fingers. You feel like the warmth going, not the warmth, but like the warm dew kind of like splashing between your fingers. And you look to your left to see how much distance you've gained off Mac, and he's just standing there looking at you. As Mac, you look as a man is moving earth underneath him as he sort of just walks his way forward.
Mac. And this feels very familiar to the fish.
So, your commune with nature has kicked off. You've meditated, you've touched with the world and the earth underneath you. And after the 11th minute mark, what 3 questions do you seek answers to?
How do I properly... Sorry. How do I properly navigate? No, not navigate. How do I properly move on this land without being stuck in the same spot?
With your legs.
you don't.
Nah, dude.
Nah, dude, come on, dude. Oh God.
Come on.
You asked, how do I properly navigate the ground on my legs without being stuck in the same spot? And I just told you that you can't do that. That's big news. Think about all the fuck. We're not playing chess. We're not playing hangman where it's just, we're playing guess who. You gotta start, nope, and then find the fucking right answer. Earlier, before we streamed, I asked what you asked, and you said, I'm gonna ask why we can't move around. Or like something to that effect. I'm like, something that'll give you an actual answer to the solution. Like a solution to the answer. Not necessarily a...
We're
you know you
unmuted,
can't
right?
move with your legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that question was going to tell me how to move.
Monkey paw, bitch.
Yeah. Alright, then,
Number one victory, Ryan.
then how do I find him? If I can't move, how do I get to him?
He always keeps his distance. And he's always watching you.
How do I get the jump on him? How do I catch him off guard?
Don't let the earth beneath your feet keep you trapped where you are.
But that first question really bothers me.
Relay it to us, please.
Shout it into the air as you know you can still hear each other.
Yeah, I will. But
Adjust the cam so that the kitty
Marnie.
think smarter.
She
Don't
was-
adjust it by the wire. Adjust it by the camera itself. Shift it upwards. It'll just... There you go.
She was pretty much salivating to get into this position.
Yeah, she was. Oh, attention, I need it.
But like,
Alright, but what's your concerns? We'll talk about it. Let's have a dialogue here.
because I can't move with my feet, but I also can't fly.
Do an arm.
No, please. You have to speak in character. Say that concern out.
No, like
No,
I'm-
he's
I'm
having that
talking
OOC. So here's the thing. The thing that... The moving and not moving anywhere is one thing. Gust was cast on you, so you were actively flying into a gust. You know that now. That was a different thing. Two different effects happening in tandem.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
Anytime he sees you guys attempting to do something to go around walking on the ground, he just simply does a thing to stop you.
Okay. Okay. So, where I I just communed with nature again. Walking isn't the answer. Using our feet isn't gonna get us to where we want to go.
Immediately gobbled up.
He's
Higher
always
deep
watching us. But they told me not to let myself get trapped in the
Trapped by
by the earth
beneath your feet.
beneath my feet.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as literal as shit. Mac, I am removing the earth beneath my feet. I'm gonna dig.
Okay.
With what?
Claws. I
You
might
gonna
have,
werewolf it?
I'm gonna werewolf it.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. At least I have a plus 13, so 18.
Your claws slice into the ground underneath you to cut through the grass into the earth beneath. Like a mesh of mithril. The earth and the grass stand adamant against your claws.
Ow.
And you just sort of slice at it to no avail.
Well, this is unexpected. I can't move the earth.
Mac, make an insight check for me. Well
That
done!
was holy shit. There was a lot that had to go fucking on there. Dirty 20.
Pick that up, please. What did you just bear witness to exactly? With Korvac there?
A werewolf clawing at the ground.
Before that?
What did happen before that?
He was
He was
moving the
Bear,
ground.
he was hunter, bear crawling across the earth, and yet you could see the earth moving, and yet he was remaining perfectly still. As if the earth was moving underneath him, as if he was shifting the earth, and thus remaining perfectly stationary where he was. Because he was moving forward, the ground was moving past him underneath him, but yet he's never left your side, did he? Even though you were standing fucking still. So what's going on? Wrap this fucking puzzle up for us, baby.
He said, the earth is moving. I stand.
Nope, he rolled the fucking 20 in insight. Come on, man. What's happening?
We're not moving because any direction we go, the earth this earth moves in that direction counter to us. So it looks like we're not moving.
Yes.
We are able to move with Dimension Door because it skips being on it.
Yes.
So if we walk the opposite direction of where we're trying to go, we may actually go in the direction we want to go.
Why does that make no sense at all?
Because we've done it already, and
You're not he's not making you move to your left and to your right. You're not moving at all. You're not going opposite. The movement is counteracted entirely.
Now this is probably not.
You spin 5 feet to your left. The ground underneath you is moved 5 feet to your left as well. You've traveled nowhere, but the earth looks like it's moved with you. Because it's kind of like a sort of thing. That's what was done to make it feel like he was moving, but he wasn't.
Maybe this will help. I'm imagining this as a Saphir, so that makes sense to you.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
So is Matt going to express any of this to anybody? Because you're starting to put it together now, right?
Like bits and pieces of it. I haven't figured out the solution.
Once again, my dude, is Mac just going to internalize this discovery and not share it? You don't
No.
have to have the solution. They need to know the information. This is what I'm talking about,
Okay.
my dude.
I communicate it.
Yeah,
I tell them.
do it.
So I think the ground is moving whenever we move to make it look like we're not moving.
Korvac stands up. He's awfully perturbed in this. I look at Mac, and I attempt to jump. Only 5 feet.
I was also thinking about that.
Yeah.
You jump,
Well.
you land
Uh-huh.
5 feet in front of you, and you look down at your feet and you see a kick in the earth, as if someone has kicked the earth.
Mac. We may need to fly again. or we need to teleport again. We need to not be... Our movement cannot be based on this earth.
And why not?
Because every time we move the earth and not us. And I don't know what happened with the flying bits.
The flying bit is every time that he sees us trying to make a move towards him, he casts something against us.
So we need to detect whatever that is and potentially dispel it as many times as possible, maybe.
I was thinking we need to... That is a doable option. But also if we... How can he watch all of us?
We all just run in different directions.
3-prong attack. If we all three of us are trying to move at him at the same time, can he wind us all? Gust us all?
Do you have anything to add to this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have nothing. Nothing
So-
hasn't already been communicated by them.
Well, or, hear me out. What if while we're flying, we alto dimension door? Because 2 of us can do that at least.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily buy the theory that he can't affect us all at the same time.
I believe it.
How do
So
we...
you want me to turn
Perception.
into a giant eagle, and then you're gonna dimension door? Where?
21.
You guys keep doing your thing.
I think we're both thinking.
Careful now.
I can detect Faye once. So if we need a directional, we can try that once.
Yeah.
But you have the ability to detect things.
I don't think I have the ability to detect Faye currently.
Well, but you got an answer when you spoke with nature.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I can detect things.
Do we have any means of flight, Mac?
What? Sorry, I have polymorph.
He's got wild shape.
Yeah, but he's not with us. We're separated. We gotta think
I'm
of
sorry.
we gotta think of each other as our own entities at this point.
Keep
I am
looking
going
back
to
over in
wild
that
shift.
direction.
Are you just try to be as perceptive as possible as to what's happening to you while you're flying? That's the only thing I can think of right at this moment.
You don't do anything with that?
When you use sending, nobody can hear what you're saying, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
But what did you do? Did you look away from it? Did you what are you exactly doing?
Keeping it in my peripheral vision for right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to send to Korvac. Hey! Look towards me. And look past my face. There is a very large creature nearby. I don't want to move my head.
So as soon as you look towards him,
Yeah.
instinctively,
Yeah.
you look past him and see something massive in the shadow. You can't make out the shape of it, but it's easily over 50 foot tall and 30 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
At some point, at an unknown distance into the fog. And it appears to be staring directly at you right now.
Okay. This is new.
Yes, it is.
Stuff we can...
Almost as if it's leaning in.
Yeah.
Almost as if it's time to send this home.
Yeah. Stuff. We can see a creature in front of us. Mac, stay the way you're looking. I'm going to pull you as I walk towards it. Fly. We can't fly. I
And
can't fly.
before you even say anything, I touch you and I dimension doors in that direction towards it. Are you willing?
I have to be, because I can't lose you, man.
Okay, I need to look up something.
Wild Chef.
Wild Chef.
Wild Chef. Anthony Bourdain.
R.I.P.
May he rest in peace.
I need one of you guys to just yell so I can fly towards that direction.
We already know that. It's not, that he distorts the sound. But, I mean,
I know, yeah, he distorts the sound. Throw Mac as high in the air as you can, above the fog, and then I'll see him. And I'll
yeah.
fly.
No, I
and
don't
then
think so.
Dive into the fog.
We need to move without using the energy of the ground.
True.
Okay. By doing this, you are freeing yourself from the tether of the rope, and thus losing your grasp on the immovable rod. You are making a conscious decision to do that,
Yes.
as not would rip you in half by taking the rope with you, and cannot be done.
I make that decision to leave it.
You teleport, both of you, right on top of it, and as soon as you do, you see out of the corner of your eye, 30 feet away from you, something 50 feet tall and 30 feet wide. But at this point, a slight chuckle erupts from the fog. I never thought anyone would make it this far. And the fog starts to dissipate. I want you all to make perception checks.
Come on, baby. Give me good sight. Good perceiving.
You've burned up all your lucky. You can re-roll that because it's cocked. You've burned up all your
Oh
lucky
my
today.
god,
But
come
then-
on, man! There
Thomas
we
can
go.
just re-roll apparently. Is it luck?
It was ones. 12.
So 12
19 for you.
19, yeah.
and then 16.
Alright, rerolls for everyone.
On the house.
Whoopsie doopsie. That's the problem. The fucking cord became unscrewed. Got it. You two see in front of you an almost sort of lion's mane. Lion, panther, tiger, ocelot, some sort of feral cat. Not quite lion, it has a mane, but there's so much more. That it has spots as well. But its skin is almost, you feel like as much as it is fur, it is also mossy and oaken. It had deep green eyes bespeckled with bits of orange. And where there was mane was actually branches of vine and tree and bamboo. And vine of all sorts. Jungle, whipping, fruits. But also python and snake, almost like a mild Medusa look. This is not chimera size, by the way. This is dimensions I told you. Even slightly larger now that you see it was actually still sketched far away. It's tough to tell exactly how tall it was, because this is a view you had in an instant. You saw that face and more. You see that from the mane kind of flowing backwards is almost its own sort of forest and log and just natural growth. It's almost as if an entire ecosystem is riding off the back of him, but then it wraps around into this kind of hardened wooden carapace that sort of protects his undercarriage. This rides back into very powerful lion-esque legs. A double set and a tail that almost seems part vine and part snake. A part of you thinks it's like some sort of Chimera Prime, but it's more than that, because it also has tree growth. It has more than just one tail. It has a multitude. It just seems overgrown. And just as soon as you're getting used to this image, it shrinks down to a human size. An androgynous being with a hat much similar to that of the curator, but shorter, rounder, like stockier, wider brimmed. Almost, you can't tell if it's furry or overgrown, with like a moss. It's wearing a vest of many colors, essentially. It is vibrantly colored furs and flowery dyed materials, like an ornate, fresh cut and pressed three-piece suit stitched together by multitudes of bright reds, pinks, greens, blues. He's got it has a handkerchief poking out of almost rainbow color. It is a lot to take in, and almost seems curator-esque, but not quite, as it's more vibrant, more expressive, less posh and gentlemanly, and more free-spirited. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anyone. Sorry, let me put on a face more appropriate to you. It reaches outwards and its arm extends to an ungodly length, and then it returns. This belongs to you, my friend.
This was locked in place.
I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah, I guess technically.
Welcome back. I'm glad you came and accepted my call. I appreciate that.
Don't make it easy to find you.
If I were easy to find, it would not be impressive, and anyone could do it.
Understandable.
It's quite an impressive illusion you had going on.
It was not an illusion. You solved the puzzle, and thus you got to see me. I moved the earth beneath you. Nothing more. Or the occasional gust, but that's easy. Anyone can do that.
Yes. Me one.
You hold not a great spell that can stop time in your ring,
Not currently, no.
but you have before.
Yeah.
Anyone can do anything if given the right preparation in this world. Korvac, you know this.
Catch him in the Pokeball.
Mag, please. Your jokes will not help us here.
That's all I have.
What have you come to discuss with me, Karen?
Well, gentlemen, you had your questions.
You have not from me, Mag?
I don't have anything in particular. I'm just curious about, meeting each Eternal.
I saw the grass. And where this crevasse sits on. And you have no questions for me? The fields your grandfather plowed with his oxen were filled with nutrients I put there. And you have no concerns for me?
Well, now we know what your role in the matter was for sure. And we appreciate it.
Korvac.
So did you plant the Evertree?
The Evertree was always a necessity to life, and much like us, was a being that existed. But yes, I did help nurture it, as did many others. I also helped teach the curator how to cultivate, which is how so many others have so many, and he looks to you. Tell your friend Brian I love what he's done with his tree. It's a big one. I never thought that one would grow so tall. Nor an ape so big and smart.
What do we call you?
I already told you my name.
I didn't catch it.
He asked. He literally said, do you guys have any questions for me, Kyren?
Okay.
I'll give anybody a point of inspiration if they can spell how I've spelled it.
Chirem.
Can you say it again?
K A
Kyren.
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 Kai.
What is my one rule about fantasy names?
Have you ever divulged that to me?
If they're powerful,
Oh, yeah. A lot of apostrophes and
if
shit.
they're powerful, they have an apostrophe.
Oh my god!
K apostrophe A apostrophe I.
You ever guess?
No.
KY apostrophe RYNN.
Who is your boss?
Remember, there's an elf that you guys have met that is literally a long line of just nothing but apostrophes that was meant to be a red herring for you guys to be like, because I've said it before. I'm like, if they got apostrophes, they're powerful people. And this guy's got like 10 in his name. When I planted the redwoods, that would eventually provide the wood that would be your family shelter. I never thought such tragedies would occur. And for that I apologize.
It's not your fault.
True. But when a man plants a tree, she expects that only good things happen underneath it. Still, you'll have your fight with him one day. And he must bestow, for sure, his goal, along with the goal of his agency, is from the fire in this section.
What do you know about him?
He's not from here. This continent, this world, this time. He's a man without home, like Mac, who's found home here. But instead of respecting his home like Mac has, he wishes to reshape his world into a world of his own, thinking he knows better.
Like
How
me.
silly and stupid. His world burns and dies, and he had to run from it, and yet he tries to make this world like that one to fix things?
Sounds a
How
lot.
stupid.
Sounds a lot like Malin.
Perhaps. But Malin was fed nothing but poison. And Korvac, if you're fed nothing but poison, can you prosper?
That's a cruel, cruel joke.
It's a cruel, cruel lesson that you've learned. And one that you're meant to stop others from learning. It's all lessons. I've watched you all through all the things that I've placed everywhere.
How long have you been watching us?
I watch everything. Yes, I travel and hop from limb to limb, from tree to tree. You can't help but admire how your trees have gotten on without you, how the earth and the landscape has formed, how man and beast have coexisted. What were you going to say, Max?
I was gonna say, I can't help but just, see the curator in you in a lot of ways.
Him and I were good friends. I modeled this humanoid form, after him, for he is a good friend of mine. He taught me many things, as did I teach him. We were closely partnered. I'm sure he would have never divulged this information to you, and he probably would have said it's because you never asked. He's a real son of a bitch, isn't he?
His name is definitely the curator, correct?
That or one other. But he's already told you that name as well.
What was the other name?
Architect.
Yeah, I tried to call him Fred and he got angry at me.
That is not his name.
Why didn't you set me up with them? Why didn't you tell me to come find them?
If you had not met them, you would have not met the other people. You would have not found what you had needed to find. You would have not met your connection with the Evertree, your parents, your friends, your family would still be dead, yes?
Yes.
You're welcome.
So you know the future?
I'm smart. And I saw what needed to happen. You saw that rift, yes?
I did.
You stopped it, yes?
For now.
And like many other leeches all along my leg, you will slowly peel them away.
Well,
As you did with the rift that was sucking from me earlier. Well, the Fey life that I also share.
So, you helped create all this land.
Yes. Well, I helped made it vibrant. It was war-torn, scorched earth, burned in fire. I gave it green again. Because without green, what have you got? Really?
So you know where more of these rifts are?
I know where some are. I've done what I can for some that I can, and some that I cannot.
If I may.
Yes, you may.
I was told you would know of a companion I could use. A beast or a monster. Would you be able to point me in the direction I need to go?
It's like asking a librarian to find you a good book.
Is that-
How many responses are you ready to give?
I see.
What are you thinking? What do you want? A beast, aberration, a monstrosity, an ooze?
I want a beast that is familiar to this plane.
Why?
I want to feel a familiarity to it to some extent. I don't want, like you said, an aberration. I find that would be very difficult to connect to. Mark is red.
was that Rob?
It was. I want something that can help me seek, help me hunt, and fight alongside me.
How big of creature are you looking for? I could think of big monster that would help you. Because we are looking specifically for beast. But, you know, helping you hunt, sometimes having big monsters, not necessarily very helpful.
Yeah. So maybe as big as me. That way, where I can go, it can also go.
I can think of 2 great beasts that might be able to help you. But you must tell me just a little bit more about what it is you're looking for.
If it helps, maybe something furry.
Yes, it does. Solution solved.
Perfect.
One was Velociraptor.
Oh, that would have been pretty cool if I knew what that was.
What's a velociraptor?
It's like the mayor
Oh, the mayor.
or Big Neck Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're actually named?
You called them name, yes.
They didn't have that name before?
No, you gave them name. They were never discovered until you found them. Yes.
So how'd you come up with Velociraptor as a name?
It's a good guess for what it looked like, I think.
A very fast reptilian thing.
Yes, he got it.
See?
Small slashy boy.
No, it's Velociraptor now. You didn't spot it, I did first.
Well, you would have probably have spotted the other ones way before I did.
Yes, but in the beginning of this conversation, I said it first, yes?
Yes.
Fuck you.
The world turtle was much nicer to us.
You want to go back and fuck?
Just
Guess how wide it is? Apart, like from middle. 510 feet. 510 feet. Good luck with Dimension Door.
I can just wait 8 hours and then teleport out.
Counter spell. Just kidding. I won't kill you. You passed the test.
Korvac is actively like, what is it?
Oh, yes, of course. Deep in the wild wood, there is a beast that hunts like no other, and I'm not talking about Brian.
Every word I am writing.
Jungle cat.
Jungle cat.
You'll find it, if you only look.
Is
That's
that
great.
is
Yeah.
that encrypted? If I only look.
It's more in the sense it's like nobody else is going to be looking for a
Okay.
very, very dominant, powerful jungle cat that's very specific.
Hmm.
Like anybody else would be like, yeah, this thing was killed by this thing. But a trained hunter like you is going to be like, no, this is something more. This is the alpha of the area. This is the big cat. And if you, knowing where to look, knowing the location, you know what's out there. You were either hunting that or a Velociraptor, and you chose that one because you said you wanted a furry.
I was like, scaly, furry, feathery.
Yeah, that was basically
God,
like
we are entering into fetish territory.
Are we, Thomas? It's literally how you describe an animal.
Would you not like a? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a hunter and you want a companion, do you want to curl up with a Velociraptor at the end of the night, or you want to curl up with a fucking
A
big cat?
Big Marnie.
Are you getting a big Marnie? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
I think it's pizza time.
I've already ordered it.
Oh, okay. How long ago?
I want to say like 10, 15 minutes.
Says it'll be here by 10:30.
Got it. Is that a whistle?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Fucking
Well, like the
Picasso.
I can see it. I like it. It's a whistle.
Done.
So, was our entertainment enough? Is there nothing you need?
What could you possibly give me that I do not have?
25,000 gold in about 8 hours.
Oh, gold?
Yes.
You mean this? And he kind of points to the ground and just like a font of gold, just like iron, just gold ore erupts from the earth. You know, fucking just grows in the ground, right?
Gold? You can plant gold?
No, it's just for effect. And it kind of just goes down to the ground and the grass grows over it. Who gives shit about gold?
I'm standing
I
there
live-
trying to make gold.
No, I'm sorry, friend. It's already much deeper under the earth. I pulled it from the deep end. It's fine.
Can you make adamantium?
I can't make. I cannot emphasize enough, friends. I'm not making. I'm pulling from underneath the ground.
Ah.
Okay.
I get it.
Yes.
Okay.
So did you find me just to ask me about the animal to steal?
Well, we aren't looking for sagely advice from the Eternals on how to, kill the Praetorian.
Kill Praetorian.
Yes.
Good luck.
Okay.
Well,
He's done weird things. He's tapped into my power. He's cut off Curator. A good friend. I mean, it makes me sad because I miss him.
I'm sure he's gonna make his way back in.
Yes, of course, he's tenacious bastard. He'll come back for sure.
The first man's back.
I saw.
So let's fight.
I'm sorry. Are you okay, stuff?
Me, you?
No. Us. And Praetorian, join us. Help us. Point us towards people who can help us.
I think. Well, I won't interrupt.
What you have saying? Back?
We have plenty of friends.
You can always have more.
Exactly.
Can you come back to our castle and help us communicate with the first man?
Hey, you know how to talk to him?
He does not talk.
Well, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way.
Others, maybe I tend to speak to animals and plants and such. You turn them into bunny, maybe I speak to them?
Maybe.
I don't think he'd allow that.
I wouldn't think it's good. If you want to remain friends with him, I don't think that'd be a good idea. No.
I'd really be surprised if we were friends with him. I assume
Has he
he's...
killed you?
No.
Yes,
Pretty
he-
good.
I assume he's
Pretty
here to help.
good.
You gotta really be able to read the room. We had a bro moment in that hellscape. You know what I mean? We're buds.
I definitely felt the brotherly love while we were in literal hell. Yes, Korvac.
When were you guys in hell?
Not hell. Was it? It was a. Was it technically hell or was
When?
it when
When
we went to the Temple of Sin? We spoke to a man who told us how to get into.
Oh, when you freed him the first time?
Yes.
Yeah. You in the abyss.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said hellish location. Anyways, yes.
I thought you were talking about when you saved him. I thought you thought that was the bro moment.
When there was
When you brought him when he was the knocker and he knocked.
Oh no.
it was a bro moment when we fought the undead in that other Pangea.
That was a bro moment.
That was a very bro moment.
Regardless, we're having a bro moment with Kyren.
Mm-hmm. So it's just safe to say he's a bud.
Okay, yes.
And it's safe to say that Kyren is also our bud.
Yes. So long as you don't start just destroying trees regardless and you don't fuck them or anything.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't fuck them.
Oh, okay.
Why can't we fuck them?
Don't be weird.
Yeah, don't be weird.
Well, I mean, I just don't want to insinuate on other people's cultures.
What did that just say?
Mac, I think
Get your own tree. Fuck your own tree.
I don't want to fuck trees.
So,
Hmm.
Praetorian.
No.
Boys.
Yes.
This Praetorian boy, not good. Bad guy. Go
Gotta
on,
get the
kill.
boy.
Must kill him. Malin not good.
Yes.
Future man,
Not good.
not good. He wishes to watch the world burn, and that cannot be allowed.
I wish to watch him burn.
Ooh. You know, to be honest, because I know the least about this man, I have a feeling he is more reachable. How would we track this man? Do you know?
The future man?
I
Yeah.
only can tell you that I know his main goal because I found it.
Mm.
I found the prize that the Praetorian has promised him for his service. I do not think that he has given it to him yet. Sometimes junk from another world is dumped here. Like Vincent. Or the arrow that hits you. Sometimes it's to help us. Sometimes it's just jettisoned to save themselves. Somewhere of the icy north shores of this continent, something is jettisoned. Something that is capable of destroying this entire planet.
God damn
I said off the North Shore. I did not say the North Pole.
Damn.
I know. That's not what I meant, but I'm just like another thing that could destroy the fucking world.
What does it do?
You know Fireball?
Yes.
You mock. You mock me?
No.
Then don't mock me.
I'm saying yes.
You know your Fireball? Imagine more. Imagine hers hotter, burns twice as hot, and is more than 10 times as big. More than 10 times is 10 times as big. And imagine a fireball big enough to melt people instantly. A fire bright enough
That's a door knock.
to flash a shadow on the ground forever.
Just so we're clear, you said that icy North Shores may have missed a word. Icy North Shores of where again?
Off this continent.
Off this continent.
So, because you know how the world is multiple continents. Off the icy north shores of here, so somewhere out here.
Okay.
God damn. France. It's not that.
I was so over.
I think there's more to be said
Yeah.
with you, and I think you guys have more to say to him.
Yeah.
But I say we'll get to that after a refresh and we put some pizza on us, yes?
Yes.
Is there anything else we want to discuss before we go off the air?
No. Chaotic fucking session.
Yes, it was. But we got to the end of it, didn't we?
You know what, man? You say we solved the puzzle. I can't tell you what the fucking solution was. Like not moving with the ground, right?
Got that.
But he just fucking like he showed himself, and they dimension.
But he's been-
dimension
he's-
door.
We figured out the solution to the puzzle.
But he's been showing every time, potentially every time we mentioned a possible answer to the puzzle, there was a noise. There was a faint thing.
So we just got good enough perception check on it.
He didn't look directly at it. I don't know if that was necessary that he had to tell me what he saw in the corner of his eye.
It
Like
felt
some
right.
Some SCP shit.
It felt right.
Yeah, I just felt like enough time had elapsed. No, it's just... There's a difference between, hey, I can't get over there! Hey, I really want to get over there, but I can't. I can't get over there. And, well, the reason we can't move is because the ground around us has been moved around. And this and this and this. You had found the solution to everything that happened to you. Instead of just sitting there and being victims to everything, you had just found, you actually we're not moving. The ground beneath us is moving up. He's moving the ground and doing this to us. And ultimately, the actual solution, Korvac, the thing you said that was right all along, it was just a game of hide and seek.
Nice.
And what did you finally do at the end?
Seeked him.
You would have touched him had he not teleported directly away from you again.
Yeah.
So you found him. And he had always been just out of view. And once you had fucking found everything else...
Man-child.
Yes.
Who?
We all are.
Who's a man-child?
Fucking Eternal.
Oh my god, we're gonna have another druid that's pissed off at Eternals.
Do you not like him right now?
No, man.
What's...
Preston is just good.
Really is game of hide and seek.
Yeah!
I'm out here burning my precious spell slots.
You actually didn't burn that many.
I know, man. I'm out here wasting 11 minutes of my life.
I wasted
Ritual
actual
cast.
life.
He sacrificed more than half of his life
Yeah,
force.
man, but it came back like that.
I know, that's great, isn't it?
It is.
Let's abuse the shit out of it from this point.
It's almost like you should have this entire time.
Every morning.
This is why I get on you guys to get on and look at your shit, because that's when you see that shit. Hey, I can just dispel stuff regularly at half my life and in 5 minutes be fine again.
Man,
You're like the fucking, like, vampires and werewolves in movies. You're like Wolverine. Ah! It's just like heals, and it's like, you really should have killed me, because now I'm just gonna be fine again. Like, that's you, and you gotta start living that. It's not up to me to tell you that, hey man, you're a really big guy that's strong and powerful and has a massive cock and everybody loves you. Like, that's up for you to defer. I'm just telling you the shit that's happening around you. You're the fucking monster man that's capable of fucking killing people and filling them up with your blood and making them explode and hunting down fucking jungle cats and...
Cannot fill you up.
I'm gonna fill you up. But, once again, it's that time again where we gotta go. Sorry you didn't like the game of hide and seek.
Every day I'm gonna wake up and just stab Josh.
why?
Is it still about the smash button?
It's always been about the smash button.
It started it. Just wanna make sure no dice into that. Gotcha.
I'm sorry, a feature that I don't personally use, I didn't think was going to be useful for other people.